In this video, I'm showing you guys a custom straight out of 1985. Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks, my channel where I review sneakers, and today I'm taking a look at a custom 1985 Air Jordan 1 High in the Chicago colorway. Now, we've seen custom 1985 highs. In fact, we see them pretty often on Instagram, and if you follow sneaker blogs, seems like every other day there's some new bespoke brand building 1985 Jordan 1 highs from scratch. Problem with those is they are crazy expensive. But I mean, you could argue they're worth it because they're all handcrafted, every stitch is perfectly placed, and so on. But what if you could grab a custom 85 Jordan 1 high that's made a little bit more of in a mass-produced way and therefore is a bit cheaper? Well, enter the Boring Company. So shout out to developer Boring. They do a bunch of custom sneakers. Basically, they will take fantasy colorways that drop online and they'll make them, and then they'll try to do things that haven't been done or do things that have been done but maybe a little bit better. And so here we have the 1985 Air Jordan 1 High Chicago. I think the most popular iteration of these Jordan 1 High customs is from the Vibe Remake Lab. So that's what these will obviously get compared to. So we're going to take a look at the shoe. I'll show you the packaging. I'll show you what came with the shoe. And then you can decide whether or not these are worth it to you. But let's go ahead and take a look, starting with the outsole from the bottom up. This is, at first glance, it looks like a standard Air Jordan 1 outsole, but this is actually a reproduction of the original Air Jordan 1 outsole. And the first way that you can tell that, you kind of notice a shape difference right here. Like where that red is, the white almost pokes out more. It's got like a sort of oval shape to the toe. So that's one way you can tell, but also the pattern on the side of that midsole is different. So straight off the bat, we got a different tooling than we've had on these sort of OG high retros from forever ago, however long. Let's look at the lost and found to compare. Forgot I had one of these right next to my face. So yeah, you can see there's a difference. The pattern is a little bit more fine on the midsole of this, and it's a lot more coarse on the midsole here. So very interesting stuff, very cool stuff. Now, the Jordan 1 High 85 cut from developer Boring also, has the higher cut, and the sort of, well, the biggest defining feature you'll notice is the toe box. The shape of this toe box is just way slimmer and longer in a lot of ways than the OG highs that we've been getting. So if I'm comparing these to my Chicago Reimagined Lost and Founds, then you can really start to see the differences. Also, these got that aged sail colorway, and where these get the classic stark white. Other differences here. The Air Jordan Wings logo is actually a little bit smaller on the 85 custom. And the shape of the swooshes, of course, that's the other big difference. Now, you can see the swoosh shape on this 85. Now, when they did the Lost and Founds, they made it a little bit closer to the OG. So the difference might not be that apparent to you, but the biggest thing is the sort of hook area of the swoosh is a lot thicker. And I think that's dope. Now, some other custom touches they put in here, like just to make it clear that it's their shoe and not like the Nike shoe. On the inside collar, it says 9, which is my size. So size 9. It's got the production date, September 2023, and then it says DB for developer Boring. So who knows? I don't know, what the legality on these types of things are, because it seems like a whole bunch of people are selling these custom Jordan 1s. Are they customs? Are they replicas? I guess you decide that. Nike Air on the swoosh. I mean, they basically tried to make these as close to the OG specs as possible. You can see the leather that they use is a little bit thinner than the leather that we got on the Lost and Founds. There's a lot of just really subtle but noticeable differences when you really compare them. Um, very, very cool. Biggest thing though has to be the shape on that toe box. Really love the difference in that. So yeah, that's super dope. Now let's take a look at the packaging. The unboxing experience on this shoe was really interesting. They didn't put it in like a Nike box. They actually put it in this custom developer boring box. Chicago 1985, my size, US 9. Developed by Boring Studio, remade by Boring Studio. And then inside, there's a whole custom box design. Came with a little thank you card, some extra laces. So really cool stuff going on there. I really liked the packaging. But I guess to give it a final grade, or to like, highlight some flaws, if you will, the biggest thing that I noticed on my pair specifically, and that's my fault because you get QC photos and those always come late at night and I'm always just like, yeah, whatever. Don't really pay too much attention. But you'll notice that on my left shoe, the reason I've been showing you the right shoe so much, the swoosh on the left shoe is just kind of shaped a little bit off. Like it kind of curves back like like surfing on a wave when it's supposed to kind of just come up to a point, not back to a point. You see that? Oh wait, that's the wrong side. So that's the biggest difference between this and whether it's a retail shoe or other, developers doing these custom 85 highs. It's even a difference between the left shoe and the right on this pair. Like this swoosh is just off. But other than that, man, it's just really cool to be able to see a shoe made to those design specs from 1985. And I'm excited to own a pair. I mean, these aren't for the feet. These are really just to display. And I'm fine with them for display purposes. So that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you guys in another one real soon. Peace.